Today we're taking a fretted drop thumb pattern and we're pairing it with an alternate string pull-off pattern. I'll give you the overview and then I'll walk you through it. Okay, so let's talk about that drop thumb. Fret with your index finger your second string, first fret. So just get that planted for this pattern. You're going to do a drop thumb on your open first and fretted second strings. Then a downstroke on your open second string followed by a thumb stroke. So altogether the first half is Then you pair that with the alternate string pull-off pattern that we did a couple lessons ago. I will link that in the description below, but let me play that for you slowly. It's a downstroke on your open third string, followed by a pull-off with your middle finger on the first string, and then a ditty on your first and fifth strings. All right, let me cycle this pattern a little bit and then we can chat just about some of the details. So I'll play it at some faster tempos. Okay, let's ramp it up a little bit. And let me get it going at a good clip. I'm going to try to do it a little faster. I don't know how that's going to go. Wish me luck. Okay, I think I got a little lucky at the end there. The idea here is that you are creating a rolling 8-note pattern. You want all of your 8 notes to have the same volume, same intensity, same time. Try to even make them have the same attack, which we've talked about. That's really difficult in clawhammer since you're attacking the strings with so many different surfaces, back of the nail, pad of the thumb, tip of the index, tip of the fretting fingers. So you want all of those 8 notes to sound the same as much as you can. Now, when you're taking these two halves, you've got the drop thumb pattern and you've got the alternate string pull-off pattern. When you knit them together, you want that flow to be seamless. You don't want to hear how you've combined them. So record yourself playing or just really concentrate and listen deeply to your own playing to make sure that the seam between each of these patterns is invisible as much as you can make it so. This pattern is pulled from round peak style clawhammer. And I hear it a lot in round peak tunes, so it's a really interesting pattern in that way, but it also is an amazing pattern for training the timing between right and left hands because there's so much going on. I mean, we've talked about the alternate string pull-off pattern being great for your timing and coordination between hands, but here you're trying to time your drop thumb with the release of that downstroke note on the same string, which is pretty tricky. You want to get that super accurate and super tight because it creates this incredible linear sound because the downstroke that you do on that second string after the drop thumb, well, it cuts the drop thumb note short and it marries it to the downstroke on the second string. And it creates that sound that round peak is so famous for, that linear one note at a time sound that gives it that sort of lean, sparse sound, even though lots of notes are happening back to back. So it's sort of an encapsulation of part of the magic of the round peak sound. So work on this. I know that this is a tricky one. If you are struggling, just work on the front half of it, separate it out, put it away, compartmentalize it, take the second half out, that alternate string pull off, cycle that nice and slow, get them both rolling and rich and tumbling as eighth note patterns should, then combine them nice and slow and see if you can get them to be seamless. Let me know how it goes, and I will see you next week.